Hey guys, Mike the Gaming Dad here and welcome back to the channel. I'm back in the land of Skyrim again as it is time to take another look at some of the new paid mods that have been added to the Creations page within Skyrim. In last month's video we discussed the 13 mods that were added as Bethesda and its verified creator program stepped up a gear, before diving into and showcasing the largest of these mods, A Tale of Blood and Snow. In this month's mid-November update there have been a further 9 mods added, totaling 3,500 credits should you purchase them all. In this video I'll be buying and playing one of these mods for you, Coven of Crones, but first let's take a look at the other 8 mods that have been added. First up we have the cheapest mod in this list, Capital Vaults, coming in at just 100 credits, and what this mod does is add vaults within the Jarl's keeps of the 5 major holds, Whiterun, Solitude, Windhelm, Riften and Markarth. To access them the player must search for the keys to each vault that are hidden away inside the keeps, or attempt to pick the locks yourself. Hidden away inside are riches and loot for thieves so bold as to rob a Jarl. And don't worry about escaping through the front door, there's always ways to slip away with pockets full. And finally, if you look close enough, you might find special rings with powerful effects, or weapons with unique enchantments which you can disenchant to place on your own gear. The one visible now states that poisons applied to weapons last for twice as many hits, have a chance to spawn a poison cloud when hit, and targets are 50% weaker to poison for 10 seconds. So for only 100 credits that may not be too bad a mod, I think. Up next is Fallen Heroes Death Knight pack for 500 credits, and this one is by Gildy Boy. Now if you remember, Gildy Boy also made the Forgotten Armory collection I showcased a few months back, and also the Ancient Civilization Armory collection that I discussed at the beginning of the October update last month. And this one sounds fairly similar in that it's an armour and weapon pack, but it does sound like it adds some additional features in as well around short quest material, locations and lore. So let's have a look what it contains. There is a new armour set which you can see here with 3 coloured variations, Death Knight, Blood, Unholy and Frost. I'm guessing Blood is the red one, Unholy is probably green, and then yeah, Frost will be the blue. There's also a new weapon that comes in both one-handed and two-handed versions apparently, with the same 3 colour variations in each. An Inquisitive Wizard in Whiterun has obtained 3 rare books which you can see here that expand on the lore of the specific locations that the Death Knights haunt, tying into events in the Elder Scrolls world. And each Death Knight has its own story explaining who they are, how they obtain their power and how they met their fate. If you can figure out the clues to each location, you will have to face them in combat and defeat them, and in doing so you'll be able to loot a new material, Necrotite, which can be used to craft and upgrade the new items. So yeah, I said last time I would avoid the mods that are simple armour and weapon packs, but this one on the face of it does seem better as there's more of a story and steps for the player to do, with new enemies to face, lore and so on. So if this one appeals to you, then you can get this one for 500 credits. Next we have a rather interesting mod by the creator Unorthodog, and this is titled Into the Abyss, The Lost Levels, and is available for 400 credits. What this mod does is add a new mega dungeon along the border between Skyrim and High Rock, with places and lore inspired by other Elder Scrolls titles like Online and Blades. Here are some of the key features. New unique levels. The Abyss is not like the other dungeons. Not only is progression through it open to how the player wishes to proceed with no strict order of completion, but due to the ever-changing nature of the Abyss, behind every door is a totally different dungeon. You'll be able to explore radically different locales, from a Dwemer airship to a mysterious hotel, and even a level which surrounds you in total darkness, all accessible from skydiving through a massive hole in the ground. With the lost levels you can explore further levels where you must defy gravity by catapulting yourself over a cavern, escaping from a prison, ascending an ancient tower and discovering secret Dwemer experiments. So this mod sounds like hours and hours of content. It adds in new NPCs, weapons, boss fights, like all that sort of stuff, all in a completely new world space. Or at least my own interpretation of it is that some will feel completely new, and some will probably appear more like classic Skyrim. It does also say that dungeons are tied into the Radiant quest system, so generic quests may send you here. And there are also Morrowind style quests where you aren't guided by the UI. There'll be puzzles to solve, secret places, Easter eggs and so on. And then one last teaser, it says it's a higher level experience where you will need lots of skills learnt through Skyrim. For example, becoming ethereal might help you in certain areas, or whirlwind sprint might be useful in some places. So yeah, it does sound quite interesting, this one. And there you can see there, path to the Crypt of Hearts is located on the northwestern border there. So yeah, as I say, it does sound like a good mod, this. The only thing that's holding me back is probably stuff like this. I think this mod will come down to personal opinion. This video comes directly off the back of me playing my Fallout 4 Far Harbor DLC series, if you're watching that. And the last mission I did was Dima's Memories, and that world space just felt really, really odd. Like it sort of fit with the storyline, but it wasn't really Fallout. If you've no idea what I'm talking about, in a mission called Best Left Forgotten, you're sent inside the memory vaults of a very old synth called Dima, and the level is like a virtual Tron style maze, I'd call it. And it's just a really strange experience in Fallout. And the comments on the video were all very similar, like no one seems to like it. So now I've obviously not played this mod, so obviously take this with a pinch of salt, but I look at this one still here and it just reminds me of that Dima level a little bit, like pixelated blocks. It just doesn't feel very Skyrim. So I don't know, it could be kind of weird, but yeah, like I say, don't let that put you off. This mod could be great. There will obviously be levels like that everyone likes, and then there'll be levels that you may not like. So I think this one will be one that needs to be played and tested to truly find out if it's good or not. But it does sound really good. I'm just not sure on the look and feel of some of the levels at first glance. Next up is River Shadow Retreat for 400 credits. Did you ever want to own Narfi's farmhouse in Iverstead? Does it bother you it lies in ruin with no roof? Well, look no further then, because this mod allows the player to purchase Narfi's house either after his death or upon completing the quest, The Straw That Broke. The Straw That Broke, if you aren't familiar, isn't added in as part of this mod. That's the quest where you must find the remains of Narfi's sister Rhaida, as well as her necklace, and then choose whether to tell Narfi of her death or keep it a secret. If Narfi has passed away, you'll receive a letter detailing the property's availability, and if Narfi is still alive, he relocates to the inn apparently at Iverstead and the property becomes available. And then yeah, once the property is yours, you can then begin refurbishing it and customizing it by adding things like a fishing spot by the river. You obviously get interior furnishings as well that you can buy from the steward and so on. So yeah, if you don't want it to look like that anymore, then yeah, buy this mod, and then you can make it your own and make it look a lot more pleasant. So yeah, that is available for, what was it, 400 credits. Next is Scrollcraft for 500 credits, and this one is made by Princess Milai. This creator was also responsible for the mod I reviewed a few months ago called Spell Tome Craft, which is this one, which I actually really enjoyed. It added 5 Spell Tome crafting altars in the College of Winterhold and a host of new spells, some of which were really good. So I think this mod is going to follow a very similar path to the mod for Scrolls. So what it does is add 2 scroll crafting altars in the library at the college, and using these you can then craft not only the existing scrolls, but it adds a variety of new ones as well, as you can see here. There was a merchant added into the Spelltome Craft mod as well, whom you could buy materials from, and this mod does the same. It adds a Argonian called B. Lees Ra, I think I'm pronouncing that right, who will replenish your blank scroll stocks for a fee. Yeah, there you can see him there. So one unique feature of scrollcraft though is something called scaled quantities. So as you level up the magical skills and unlock the things like novice, adepts, master perks and so on, it says you'll be able to craft more scrolls at a time. So yeah, that's something new. So yeah, if you're a player that likes to utilise a lot of scrolls in your playthroughs, this mod might be one that interests you. Next in the list is a very, very strange mod, and again, this could be a mod I need to try to see for myself. This one is called The End for 200 credits, and I'm just going to read straight from the bio for this. So, The End is a Skyrim creation that offers your character a true ending. Once you reach level 10 and are ready to retire, visit RK in the catacombs of Whiterun's Hall of the Dead. There he'll offer you a chance to leave this world for good. RK will reflect on your journey, recognising both your greatest deeds and the small moments that defined you. Whether you'll become a hero or lived a quiet life, he'll acknowledge your accomplishments and the legacy you leave behind. So, I've got so many questions about this, like, is this just an obituary mod? Like, are the different paragraphs that RK will read dependent on what you've done? So do you know, like at the end of, I'm thinking, there's a few moments in the game where it does this, but if you think when you get to Soon, at the very end before you fight Alduin in Sovngarde, there's different responses you can pick depending on who you are. So the more you've completed in the game, you have more options and he'll respond accordingly. So if you lead the Thieves Guild, for example, you'll have a new option to select there. But obviously, the less you've done in the game, there's not, all those options have disappeared. So I don't know. I could be going off on completely the wrong angle here, but I'm wondering whether there are different paragraphs that RK will read depending on what you've done. So if you've like completed just the main campaign, will his speech be different than if you've also done the Thieves Guild, also done the Dark Brotherhood, also done the College of Windhull, for example? And then also, how detailed does this mod actually get? So it says he reflects on the small moments that define you. So like, how small are we talking? If you choose to spare Barbas, does that come up in his speech? Did you share a mead with the drunken revellers? Does he comment on who attended your wedding, for example? I don't know, like it. Yeah, I think that this could be a cool addition, but it also could be a waste of 200 credits. So I think I'm going to have to try this one out, because this one just sounds, yeah, I don't really know what to make of this one. Next we have the most expensive mod of the latest batch, and this is Truth in Legends for 600 credits. And this mod is from Shoeburglar, who made the Arquebus mod that was released about 11 months ago in the very first update. Now I wasn't sure on that mod at first, but I played it, really enjoyed it, and ended up recommending others play it as well. Who knew guns in Skyrim would be so much fun? So this one might be good as well. So what is Truth in Legends then? Well, in a nutshell, do you want to become Thor, God of Thunder? And if the answer to that is hell yes, then this will be the mod for you, as it includes a Mjolnir inspired hammer and Norse shield Svalin. What else? 11 new perks, new animations and spells, along with something called hover mode, a mechanic that allows the player to skirt along the ground like a god. To obtain the hammer, what you must do is defeat the Storm Herald in a legendary boss fight at the end of a new large-sized dungeon. And to access this dungeon, you must have completed the Horn of Jurgen Windcaller, and it's recommended you are at least level 25. And then it gives you some more information here on some of the new animations, it looks like. So we've got Mjolnir's enchantment. Left and right power attacks fire waves of lightning. Backward power attacks while Mjolnir is equipped to the right hand will throw Mjolnir, which returns to you after impacting something and applies curse to targets it hits. So that must be one of the new effects added. A forward power attack teleports you forward a short distance. Light attacks will call down lightning strikes on targets affected by curse. Standing power attacks allow you to enter Storm Trance. And then Storm Trance. While in Storm Trance, you'll gain access to a new Dragon Priest style hover movement and attack animations. Mjolnir will be used as a staff to call down lightning strikes on enemies that apply curse on hit. You'll also gain access to a handful of new spells such as teleportation and telekinesis. In this form, Magicka regen and destruction spell damage is greatly improved at the cost of stamina, slowly being drained over time. Once stamina is depleted, you'll return to your normal form. However, killing targets with Curse restores a small amount of stamina. To exit Storm Trance at any time, press the crouch button, and to perform the teleport dash, press the sprint button while moving forward. And then the shield, Svalin. Hits blocked store energy up to 15 points, blocked separated into 3 tiers of power. When enough hits are blocked, performing a power bash will fire out a bolt of chain lightning that applies curse to multiple targets in an AoE. If fired in the air, it changes the weather to a storm. Magic spells blocked have a chance to be reflected back at the attacker, and higher energy stored will increase spell reflect chance. So that sounds like a really powerful artifact, that. The Storm Herald Armour improves the Mjolnir throw, allowing it to bounce between 4 nearby enemies before returning. Wow. Taking damage has a chance to call down a lightning strike that applies curse to the attacker. All the above mentioned powers can be upgraded with Dragon Souls at Storm's Rest, found north of the Loverstone, once the Proving Worth quest has been completed. Included content: large dungeon with new enemies and puzzles, Mjolnir, Svalin, Skirnir, Storm Herald armor set, numerous new spells and abilities. So yeah, this one does sound really good actually. So let's just look at some of the images because I've not actually looked at those yet. So wow, that does look pretty cool, doesn't it? Really, it is like it's like Thor's been Skyrimified. There's Mjolnir and the shield. This must be part of the new locations. Yeah, I remember that the location actually in the other Shoe Burglar mod was really good actually. I really enjoyed that dungeon. Really well detailed, well thought out. So this one does look, from these stills, looks very lore friendly, I'll say. It does look pretty cool. I love like the words in the dragon tongue there. They're like spiraling round that central column of light. I don't know if that'll come out on the YouTube video, but yeah, that's definitely, I don't know what it's called, that alphabet, but yeah, it looks like dragon tongue. Yeah, it does look like a cool location, that. There you go. That's the Thor animation, isn't it? Looks like he's calling calling the lightning down. I love that armor set. Really cool. Okay, yeah, there you go. That's a good view of front and back. That cape is awesome. I love like the chainmail, the effect on it. That must be the female version. Oh yeah, male, female. So I don't know actually. I feel like I need to try this one out. I've kind of sold it to myself here. I may well do a second video where we review this one. I think I've talked myself into wanting to play this one for definite. So yeah, yeah, look out for that. Truth in Legends is probably going to be coming soon as well. And then finally we have Zeala's Light Armor for 300 credits. So Zeala also made the Dragon texture mod, which is here. I reviewed that in my September update, I think it was. That was actually a pretty solid texture mod, I thought, especially up close. The dragon skin was like super detailed, and the additions to dragon mouths and eyes were pretty good as well. So what this mod gives you for 300 credits is a visual overhaul of the 5 sets of craftable light armor plus 3 new variations. So you get rust, leather, blood, glass and blackened dragon scale as well. The 3 new sets have slightly higher stats than the vanilla versions, which is interesting, as it says they require additional ingredients to craft and temper. So rust leather requires iron ingots, blood glass requires corundum ingots, and blackened dragon scale requires ebony ingots. So yeah, let's take a look at some of the images. These actually look really, really good. So that elven armor's got like a worn metal look to it, doesn't it? Almost like it's blemished with age. And the dragon scale has got the same lizard skin effect that we saw in the dragon texture mod, actually. So that actually looks really cool up close. That must be the base glass armor, but definitely made a lot darker. It's normally like a lighter green, I think, isn't it? I think, yeah, that's more like a jade colour, I'd describe that as, and I think the original was almost like turquoise. Oh, nice. I love that new blackened dragon scale. That's really cool. That could be good for something like, I don't know, like a fallen dragonborn or something, or maybe just one who spends a lot of time in Halted Stream Mine farming ingots, which is usually me. Blood glass, that's pretty cool as well. I think I like that more than the green version. That's the vanilla dragon scale again. And there's the elven. I really like that. That's done a really good job on the metalwork there. And now we've got the original hide version. I'm hoping this comes out on the YouTube video. I don't know if it will, because like compression is like a nightmare for me. Like when I look at my videos, like on my PC, like pre-upload, they look so much more detailed than they look on YouTube. Like, it's really frustrating. I don't know how to fix it. I've tried to fix it, but YouTube just doesn't seem to show them in as, even in like HD, then it's never as good. So you might have to look at this one yourself. But like the hide leather there, to me, like it almost looks like a worn skin effect. It does look really good, actually. I can see it a lot more on the hide than I can on the leather. It's really apparent on the hide, especially on the pictures on the middle one and the one on the right. It looks like really, really like sun-worn leather, whereas that's a bit more, looks a bit newer almost. I don't know. Oh, there's rust leather as well. Yeah, I like that actually. I wouldn't normally go for a paid texture pack, but that is actually quite a good one. Some really, really good armor textures there. So yeah, although I'm not showcasing them all in this video, there's actually some pretty good mods there, I feel, in truth. I think the last update, where we had like 13, I think it was, there was a lot of rubbish, if I'm being brutal. A lot of these actually seem better. So I think I'm definitely gonna review this one as well. I think I'll do a video on that. I might download this just to see what it is. It's kind of piqued my interest a little bit, but yeah, there's some pretty good ones in there. So yeah, obviously make your mind up on what you think of those. So yeah, that brings me on to the mod that we'll be showcasing in this video, and that is all the way down at the bottom here, Coven of Crones, and this one is available for 500 credits. So what is this mod? Coven of Crones is an exciting new land and quest creation which explores a secretive plot orchestrated by Anise, if you remember her, and her Coven of Hags, who have settled in a mysterious land once home to druids, but now a cesspool of lost souls doomed to be fodder to the Crone's wicked scheme. Explore the Blighted Marsh, a Solstheim-sized island encased by raging storms in the Sea of Ghosts, and fight to unravel Anise's plans. The marsh is home to new custom creatures to slay, professional grade voice-acted quests to complete, dungeons to explore, and many additions to aid you in your future adventures. Visit Anise's cabin near Riverwood to start your quest. And then key features: leave Skyrim and travel to a remote isle in the Sea of Ghosts to unravel Anise's plot in a large new quest featuring exciting new characters to meet and multi-stage bosses to fight. New dungeons, creatures, weapons, spells and more. Find yourself in a strange, hostile land among new flora and desperate souls pleading for your help. Slay Anise the Wicked and claim her home for yourself. Defeat her coven and tame the undead to act as your new mount. Explore a Solstheim-sized island with high quality level design, custom weathers, lighting, sound design and a plethora of lore to uncover and learn. Requires the latest version of Skyrim in order to use resources. And then yeah, some more information about this mod. So yeah, let's have a look at some of the images. Skyrim Coven of Crones. Yeah, I was really interested in the fact that it was the Solstheim size map. Really, I'd been speaking to a few people online about this. I think it was Reddit when I first heard about this mod. Someone was talking about it, and oh wow, look at that! It's like a giant frostbite spider, like encased in that wall. I don't know. Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm going off point. Yeah, someone was talking about this on Reddit, and I sort of they sold it really well, and it sort of piqued my interest a little bit. So I looked when it was coming out, and it was like imminent. It was like it's going to be released in the next month or so. So I was like, yeah, I'm definitely going to play this. But yeah, really interested to see what this new Solstheim-sized map looks like. It feels, yeah, like that, like a swampy marshland. Feels really dark and moody. Could be a really cool world, this, I think. Really cool. Especially if it leads into the whole Hargrave hag witch kind of theme. It could be quite scary. I remember the first time I played Skyrim, long time ago. I did the mission with the what's that witch's coven, Hargrave Coven, where you've got to take the heads. I can't remember the name of it now. You end up needing one of the heads to cure the leader of the companions, don't you? But yeah, anyway, the first time I did that quest, I was like, just in that, like in the darkness of that the cave, it kind of freaked me out a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not ashamed to say it was yeah. I don't think I enjoyed it that very much the first time I did it, but yeah, that's what I want it to feel like. That, you know, that first time you play it and you feel makes you feel a little bit uneasy. So like stuff like this, I'm hoping it is quite dark, moody, mysterious. Maybe a few Hargravens that jump out at you will be kind of cool. So yeah, that's what we're going to be diving into and playing in this video now. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this showcase of Coven of Crones by Hightail for 500 credits. So yeah, let's dive in. Right, here we are inside Riverwood. So Anise's cabin is just up this hill across the river. So yeah, let's go check it out. Oh, hi Fendel. You back working at the mill now? Your adventuring days are over, my friend. Oh, just while I remember, because I have already checked this out, this mod does conflict with, where is it? What am I doing? I want to look at creations. If you've bought this mod here, the one you can see grayed out, Anise's cabin, claim a new home, this one, probably quite obviously, conflicts with it. I'll show you what I mean when we get to it, because I have already tried this out just to see. I had a feeling it would conflict, and it does, so but I can talk you through what the actual problem is. Yeah, because I have already done this a little bit before.
I'm just a poor old woman, dear. No need to trouble yourself with me.
You snivelling twit! Do you have any idea what you've done? We've been holding that disguise for 15 summers. 15! You had to come along and ruin it.
What are you?
What does it look like, you witless buffoon? I'm a hag. And thanks to your brazen impertinence, a very impatient hag, who now has some most salient business to attend to, seeing as you woke up today wanting to play hero.
I've heard of Hargravens, but never hags.
You speak of those bird crones in reach? Those crooked-beaked feather freaks would rather spend their lives gaining a stout mastery of squatting eggs than pursuing real power. Now, if you don't mind, Puppet, you've already been plenty irritant today than I'd ordinarily allow to live. But your carnage has hastened a duty I must tend to urgently. So be a dearie and bugger off, will you? Oh, a word of warning, little cricket. Do not try to interfere with my undoings again. The air still flowing through your lungs is evidence enough of a kindness I shall not grant a second time. Bye-bye!
That's something else, isn't it? Yeah, shook me a little bit the first time she appeared.
Huh?
So this is where I got up to last time with that mod installed. What that mod does is, and obviously this is only relevant if you have it, it moves around everything in this room, in the cellar. So like this bookcase is actually here, and it will block the door so you can't get through without using console commands. So yeah, just make sure you don't have that installed. I don't think that is already there, isn't it? I think, yeah. But let's get inside and have a look. Find Anise. Learn how to open Anise's portal. Okay. Ah, what's this? Notes on portal. At last, I have uncovered the key to awakening the portal's power. Its magic craves the blood of the Argonians, those wretched swamp-born filth. Only their tainted essence can unlock the path to what I seek. Pouring their foul blood into the basin stirred the ancient magic, eagerly accepting my offering. One pull of the chain and the dormant passage roared to life. Those who hid it thought they could conceal it from the world, from me. Fools. Right, a blood of the Argonian. Oh, hello. There we go, blood of an Argonian. Place the Argonian blood in the basin. Oh, some there as well. On there. Activate the portal. To the unknown lands. This must be it. Where are we now on the map? Oh wow, look at this. Find Anise. So we've got Vile Hut, Druid's Grove, the Foul Wood, Crone's Rest. There's 4 places already marked. I wonder if there's going to be more around the island, because it says it's Solstheim sized. I think that maybe, yeah, there's got to be more on here. Looks like we've got a sunken ship there at least. I'm excited to explore this. Let's have a look around. Looks like this poor fella wasn't so lucky. Strung up 30 feet in the air. I can hear someone humming. Is that down here? Strange man.
The hag said we'd be together soon. You don't have to cry anymore. The rain burns through my blood like oil to a flame. Rosalind, I think I will see you now.
Okay, that was strange. He carries a journal, though. The Crone's binding is about to begin. They have gathered in the abandoned temple. Rosalind, my dearest, my heart, the time has finally come. I have waited so long for this moment, trapped and enslaved to that wretched hag. I've endured years of torment, my every breath, spent in service to her, and now my service is complete. I can feel her grip loosening. I am no longer the broken servant she carved me into, but her curse remains. She made sure that rain, of all things, would be the death of me, in a place where the everlasting storm rages eternally. For years I have feared the storm, feared the pain, feared her, but now the fear has no hold on me. I was already lost the day she took you from me, the day she forced me to watch you drown, helpless to save you as the rain consumed you. I should have died with you, Rosalind. I see that now. The storm is gathering, the wind howling, like a long-forgotten promise. It calls to me, and I will not resist. I am ready to join you. It is time. Freaky. If you fall down there, there's probably no way of getting back up. Looks like our map location might be just up here. Hag's Passage. Very welcoming. Tongueless Nord. Ooh. She cut out my tongue so I would never tell, but she cannot break my hands, cannot break my will. The hag plots, always plots, with her horrid sisters. Their whispers slither through the caverns, dark and wicked. The temple that lies beyond the passage, abandoned and cursed, it's there they gather. I've seen the marks they carved into the stone, the blood they've spilled in secret rites. Something is coming, something that needs power only the three of them can muster. Stinkhorn Cap. I don't recognise you from the normal game. What do you do? Damage health. You might be a new ingredient. I wonder if you combine with either of these actually. Otherwise, why would they put them there? No. Teasing us. Let's hope I didn't need those for anything. We've lost Mjol already. Not a good start. Blighted skeleton. Bog Beacon. Must be a new ingredient. What does that one do? Resist shock. Oh, we missed. This feels ominous. It's very quiet. Don't like how quiet it is. How do we get through this door? Seeing how the dolls are impaled on here. What a creepy little detail. Is there a lever or something we have to pull? No. Thought maybe we could shoot something. Wonder how we get through there. Oh, here, what's this? Torn journal page. The hag thought no one else would discover the secret, but I watch when she's not looking. I know. The door responds to flame, be it a spell or a torch. I keep a tome close under my pillow. For the day the storm ends and I can escape. I must light the 3 braziers in the room. Once all 3 are lit, the door will open and I will run as fast as I can to whatever is on the other side. Okay. So there's potential that the door will be open quickly and then shut again. Right, the 3 braziers. Light it with that. Where's the 3rd one? Ah, in this corner. Maybe we have to use flames. Yeah, there we go. Can't use a torch.
What? Nah!
Corrupted lake. Oh, skeletons are here.
shouldst thou bring?
In villainous obedience we are bound to this isle. In plague and pestilence I offer my bile.
Go now, my dears, to thine duties abide. For the little cricket approaches, a pest in my side. Come now, poet, don't be shy. You have chosen death after all, so face it with courage. I warned you not to interfere. I granted you freedom, despite you meddling in my affairs. But I shouldn't be surprised. Your kind have always been thick. Your snout follows the scent of rot. Your paws scuttle in the dark. You cower a sniveling wretch beneath me, as is the nature of rats. No matter. The table is set. Soon I will ascend in place of the mother, and your soul will be mired in the languor of my eternal strength. Rise, my sweetling.
Survive.
Darling, to rid me of
Oh my gosh, these are horrible.
Let this worthless drug join you as slaves to my ascent.
They look like they're based off Ash Spawn. Like an Ash Spawn reskin. Difficult we on actually. Alright, so we're on Adept. Let's try Legendary. Don't know how hard this mod's gonna be. Completed, survive. Well, that's good. Now what? I think their ritual worked. Started Coven of Crones. Follow Anise's trail. So we've got one location just up here. How do we get up there? Maybe we need to go back where we were. And then up this way. Blood Gorge Den. I don't think that was one of the ones we saw earlier, did we? Yeah, there's definitely going to be a lot more map markers on here than just just these four. So that's another one over there as well. I'm going to try and stick relatively close to the main quest line. I do want to go around and explore this island, but yeah, we'll try and stick to the way that it's leading us. What's this? Etched tablet. The blighted rite was first spoken in whispers by the eldest of our order, whose wisdom was as a flame kindled by the hand of our lord. For the land had grown stagnant, and the cycle ordained by oblivion was unbroken and still. The first who bound his soul to the rite spoke in a tongue of serpents, his voice a shadow upon the wind. His form was not of the sons of man, nor of the children of Mer, but as a guardian of scales and darkness. His name, Olrag, shall be remembered yet never spoken, saving silence beyond the veil of the storm. Read the remaining druid tablets. Okay, so that's going to be like a Voice of the Sky style perk, maybe. Visibility is really not great, isn't it? Constant fog. What time is it? 7:15 PM. I suppose it is going dark.
Did you see the lights? The way the hags flew across the sky? They are a marvel, indeed.
All the blood splatter then, when he died. That was weird. freaky, those things, aren't they? Well, there was something on that table down here. Captain's log. 17th, 2nd Seed, 4th Era, year 200. The ship lies in ruins, nearly split in two. The storm came swift, tearing the sails from the mast and casting us into the rocks. I remember the crew's cries, the crash of the hull, and then silence. I awoken alone, our supplies scattered across the beach with none missing, but no sign of the crew. I called for them, but only the wind answered. I need to find them soon, or I doubt we will make it off this island alive, let alone find these hags. 19th, 2nd Seed, 4th Era, 200. I saw a fire burning in the distance last night, but as I left camp I heard a terrifying howl, and not long after a quick splashing through the water nearby. I decided to wait until the morning to start my search again. They might not be dead after all. Corrupted lake. We stood right in the middle of it. I think we'll get on dry land. Freaky. I wonder if it gets brighter in the middle of the day or the morning. Okay, next location. What was this one called? Was it Druid's Grove? Yeah, Druid's Grove.
Come, child of ice. Let us speak.
Oh, it's a head on a pedestal.
You do not look like a hag. You certainly don't smell like one. So tell me, what brings you to this place?
You actually had a really good TripAdvisor rating.
What is it, child of ice?
Am I speaking to a head?
Aye, and apart from you, it seems I'm the only head left in this place that has any sliver of consciousness left. So as far as we're concerned, we're kindred spirits in this cesspool of lost souls.
I'm here to slay the hags.
Are you now? Well, I'm afraid you're about 40 winters too late, child. I heard the sky crack, felt the earth shake. Anise has begun her ascension, I'm afraid.
Not much to do now, but find a nice clump of moss to curl up in, and await your inevitable death.
Who are you exactly?
I am the keeper of this grove. Was the keeper of this grove. Before Anise and her crones moved in and defiled the sanctity of our Lord's most gracious land. I guarded this bog. Now, my influence is weak. I can only observe, not aid. Your encounter with the Crones was quite an entertaining watch indeed.
Ask the Grove Keeper how to stop the Crones. Who is your lord?
You mean who was our Lord? Look around you. Their eyes see divine influence. Our failures, my failures, are painted on these very walls, laid bare and echoed across this land. And thus, he abandoned us, as is his right. And we will leave it at that.
How do you know Anise?
She came to me once, disguised as an elder mage, but uncovered a path to this place. At the time, all life on this isle was guarded by me and my magic. As you can see, in recent years, my influence has become weak, and my reach has become short. She was the first voice I heard in 100 years, and she stayed with me, conversing into the long hours of the night. That was a long time ago now, before I knew what she really was, and what her true intentions were with this land.
What did she want with this land?
Power, deceit, the usual fodder those wicked creatures feed on. Not long after our first meeting, she returned with 2 crones from her coven, the ones you met on your way here. They tortured me, you know, every day, until my power became weak and faded away. Occasionally, they still return, when they are bored of toying with the souls they lure to their dens.
Are you able to help me in any way?
My magic is weak in recent years, but this land has been bountiful at a time before the Crones. If you need supplies, I can see what I have.
How do I stop the Crones?
You really are going after her, then? Brave. Foolish, of course. But brave, nonetheless. Fine. You will need to first locate her sisters. Sisters, in an evil hag coven kind of way, of course. You saw the ritual she performed in your presence? That was only a preparation of what's to come. But in doing so, she has bound her soul to those 2 crones. Slay them, and Anise becomes vulnerable.
What do I do once I slay the hags?
Long ago, those crones stole items of mine. Masks that opened the passage to the inner garden. The magic contained in them is long dead. But if you can bring me both, I can draw on just enough of the dregs to get you through that barrier. Slay both the crones. Strike true and strike fast. And do not let them converse with you. Many before you have fallen for their tricks. Bring me their masks, and you may, just possibly, have a shot at stopping Anise before her ascension. In the meantime, feel free to use this temple as a camp. You will need all the strength you can muster if you are to survive this place.
There we go. Slay the vile hag and obtain its mask. Slay the gloom hag and obtain its mask. What have you got for sale?
Let's see what we have.
Weapons. So you can buy some pretty high level stuff from him. Bone arrows. This looks like random loot. This is all from the Bard's college creation. Nothing we really need there. No, he's just got a selection of random items. Nothing unique, it looks like.
Wait now.
Book of Beasts, Volume 16, Hags. A comprehensive bestiary on the nature, power and weakness of the hag kind. Must be a new book that's been added. We'll take that. Oh, we've got a bed we can sleep in. That's good. We can see what the island looks like in the morning. Right, where are these next locations taking me? Ah, the ones that were already readily marked for you. Vile Hut and Foul Wood. Which should we go to first? Maybe this one over here, Vile Hut. Which is out west. Some sort of weird force field over there. Appears to be stopping me going through. We have to go round. Oh, what was that? To beneath the grove? Take you to a new part of the map or something. That's weird. I wonder why it's not. Should that... Oh, it's here. Ah, right, I see. Reed-etched tablet. In the heart of the sacred grove, Abideth, the keeper, the last of our order, bound in eternal vigilance over the land, his essence intertwined with the ancient tree, his life force flowing through his gnarled roots, nourished the sacred soil with his very being. He beareth the weight of our sacrifices, for in silence he guards the passage of their spirits unto the embrace of the Lord. His heart beats with the pulse of the land, Forever bound to the cycle of life and death, in his watchful gaze spirits find solace, and through him the sacred ground remains unharmed, a sanctuary for the chosen who seek the path of the blighted right. Sword of Serpents. Like an arm sticking out the floor there. £20 of stamina damage. Right, we need to be going west. We need to get across this gap here as well. Waterfall. It's still quite dark and moody, isn't it? But it's not as bad as it was last night. And we're being followed by something. Seem to be fighting back. What's this location here? Abandoned halls. Let's keep heading west. Another one of the stone tablets here. In the end, the blighted lord shall consume us all. both body and soul. We stand prepared, for the hour soon comes when we too must bind our lives to the land, giving our very essence to feed the storm everlasting, that it might shield these hallowed grounds. We shall walk willingly into the marsh, guided by the whispers of our forefathers, they who first began this sacred rite. Olrag was the first, and we are the many. He watches from afar, beyond the sight of mortal eyes. The blighted lord waits beyond the storm, and through Olrag we are forever bound to his will. It's a strange, like, magical barrier that's stopping us accessing other parts of the map, which is a little bit annoying. How do we get over there? Do we have to go all the way round? Timeless cavern. Read, get lost. You snivelling freaks, when I send you into the forest to collect sap, stay away from the bard. This little pest is my personal plaything. If you're caught near this cave again, I'll do to you what I did to him, but you'll be reliving the moment I rip out your gullet and shove it up your ass. Oh my word. Enthralled Lurker. We paralysed it. It's time to wail on him. Foul Wood Sap. Restore 15 points of stamina. Stamina regenerates 30% slower 15 seconds. Stops poisons continuing effects. And why is he carrying 10 salmon meat? Thrall's orders. Enough of your whimpering. Go feed my dearest new child. He's been plucked from his realm and developed quite the distaste for our precious sap. I need him nice and plump before he's sent off to my sister. And don't forget to drink up before you go. I want you oozing with the spider sap in case he decides to make a meal of you instead. Now hurry up and be useful. Well, I guess the Thrall was eaten. Vile hut. Yeah, we're going the right way now. We just have to go round. You can't cut across. Maybe we can't get across. Maybe I spoke too soon. Thrall's Crossing.
Yeah. All that work and this is what Hasid gets in return? Oh. Hasid did not hear you over the loud noises in the camp. You're one of us too, yes? Here to celebrate the Hags ritual they performed earlier. Did you see the chamber erupt and shatter into big stone pieces? Ha ha! That was a sight to see.
Do you know a way into the camp?
You are not one for smiles, then I see. The sap does strange things to one's personality. Fine. You'll see the canyons all around the forest. Hasid hears whispers that they lead into the camp. In case of emergencies, yes. But that sounds dangerous, and I would rather stay living. So Hasid will stay here and shout until someone hears him. But if you are so impatient, there is a cave on the west side of the forest that should take you down there. Now, if you don't mind, I have a delivery to make. And Hasid would like to keep his head. Maybe someone will notice.
Investigate Hasid's hidden passage.
Hello? All that work and this is
Didn't get very far, these Hags Thralls, did they? What's that note? Don't think I can read it. Right, we found the hidden passage. Let's just see what this place is up here. It looked like there was a little hut. Oh yeah, here we are. Selfish shack.
The ship sails be blowing. Ah! Oh, back up, freak. I'm trying to drink myself into this fine gravy, and you're hogging up all the air.
Are you okay?
Oh, don't you worry about me. I'm just a man who killed them all, and now they're all gone.
Who did you kill?
Didn't you hear me? Them all. No one listened to me.
Start from the beginning. What happened?
Beginning? There ain't no beginning now. Only the end. I made a deal with this hag to yield the most bountiful crops in my land. And she made a plague that killed everyone. Their bodies made my soil oh so sweet. But then old Feldrin was oh so alone. Now I'm here. Well, don't just stand there. Help me down into this grave, why don't you, pal?
Ask the Grovekeeper about the lost souls.
The other way around.
These people that we need to help, I'm guessing. Try and save them. A selfish tale. This looks quite long. My mind is clouded with guilt, and the drink is my only escape. It dulls the memories, but before I drown myself again, I must write these words, if only to remember who I was before I became the man who committed such terrible sins. My name is Feldrin. Once I was just a simple farmer, living among others who tilled the fields around me. Each week we would compete in the city, showing off our crops. Who could grow the most? Who could sell for less? Who could be the best? It was all consuming. This race for more, always more. And then she came, the woman with promises, a stranger with a wicked smile. She spoke of a way to leave all the others behind, to make my farm the only one that mattered. In my arrogance and greed, I listened and agreed, the decision that sealed my fate and theirs. It started slow, a plague crept through the city, then spread across the fields, a sickness that devoured everything in its path. Everything but my land. My crops grew tall, untouched by the blight. Men and mer came from far and wide, desperate for food, and only my farm could provide it. But with their Desperation came whispers, rumours of dark magic swirled around me, accusations I could not shake. The other farmers, their lives ruined, turned against me. They came for my land, seeking vengeance. I didn't blame them, and perhaps I should have let them take it, but my pride had taken root too deep. I was too far gone, lost to the greed that had consumed me. I called on her again, the hag who had given me this power, and with a laugh she delivered her final curse. The plague did not vanish. It claimed those who had risen against me. Their bodies, once full of life, now lie beneath the soil, nourishing the very crops that destroyed them. I write this to remember the weight of what I've done, to remind myself of the horror I brought upon them, and upon myself. The drink may help me forget, but I know the truth will always be waiting for me at the bottom of every bottle. Wow. Dark Tales. Right, let's get inside this cave. Investigate Khazid's hidden passage complete. everywhere, these skeletons. Why are they always running off? Clearing out. The hag orders out, said to forget the canyons, but something down there, it's alive. I heard it growling outside the cave, something big. If anyone finds this, leave now. Don't go looking for whatever's down there. It's not worth it. We're nearly there now. Looks like a lot of these skeletons and stuff are using weapons from the Forgotten Armory collection mod I've got installed. Stuff like that common short sword and a knightly mace.
Force. Rudder!
Can't work out which way we need to go. We've walked quite a way away from the vile hut. It can't be this way. Must have gone the wrong direction. Is it that thing up there? Oh no, what is this? Is this the beast that they were talking about, the growl? Is it a dragon? I think it's a dragon. Olrag, the first druid. Olrag's skull. It's a nice little souvenir, isn't it? Don't get that in the gift shop. Find a use for Olrag's skull. Conjure blighted skeleton. Sits at the throne. There's no map marker for find a use for the skull. It's got all these thrones that are sort of in a circle. It's gone really dark again, isn't it? Barely see. So the sunken passage. Well, this can't be right. We're now on the other side. How do you get up to this vile hut? It's like this bit across here, isn't it? This little bridge. And then this must be the island that I've not managed to work out how to get on. I wonder if we can go around this way. That would be through here, I think. No, maybe we've been that way. Don't know, maybe we need to go through that sunken hole or whatever it's called. Hidden passage, is this the way that I've been? I think it is, isn't it? Is this the way I came in? Yeah, this was where I how I got in here. Definitely not supposed to climb, that's for sure. It's far too steep. Right, here we are, sunken passage. Hopefully this will lead us up.
Hags said no wandering. Go on now. The party is just ahead. Drink, dance, enjoy yourself. We are celebrating after all.
So we made it finally. Rather to sleep until the morning again, because it's very hard to see on this island at night time.
Those flames get out of control, and you're gonna wish they hadn't.
Yeah? Need something?
Need something?
Yes?
Yes.
Huh?
Gosh, quite a lot of thralls here, isn't there? It's like its own little community.
Hmm? Yes?
Did wonder whether these were all going to turn on me. Oh, not healing hands, fast healing. I think it's just you and I now, vile witch. Do you know where I am? Wonder if we can trick it into losing us. Looks like maybe not. That eye's not getting any smaller. Oh no, maybe it is actually slowly. Disappeared entirely though. Yeah, she's lost us. Haha. We got you. Vile mask. That's what we need, isn't it? And her hut key. We'll take that because we can have a look what's inside. I thought if we took the bloody rags, will she be able to see her face, but no. Let's go check her hut out. Well, this is creepy. Vile Hag's journal. My sister's plan is coming together, but give me a reason why I shouldn't cut and slice them both and take the ascension for myself. They think themselves smart, cunning even, but do they forget whose control the Thralls are under, whose orders they follow? Be it a snap of my rotten claws and I could devour them in an instant. I itch to peel them, to rip flesh from bone. A hag's family is the one she enthralls for her bidding. For now I need them alive, but soon enough my time will come. No, it will not. Oh. A gift from your sister. My dear, you and your sister's work has been invaluable to our efforts. The thralls you sent to the garden are plump with the spider's sap, just as instructed, and have proven to be of great use. The hag mother sings to me at the basin. She is pleased with your vile deeds, and thus I have concocted a most horrid brew for your use in the direst of circumstances. Use it at your enemy's peril. For 20 seconds nearby, opponents take 8 points of Hagfire shock damage and half magicka damage. Interesting. Right, let's go take on the second hag. I'm hoping I can just walk out of here and I don't have to go all the way around again. Yeah, looks like we can. That's good. Right, where are we going now? Northeast. Oh, it's like the trees that you see in Solstheim. Is it Tel Mithryn? Right, maybe I should. When we came to that lake, maybe I should have gone east rather than carrying on north. It was this way, wasn't it? Yeah, maybe we'll go down here. Too far away now. So we've got another location here. What's this one? Oh, some sort of Olrag's council discovered. A whole lot of skeletons. I'm not tangled with you right now. Oh, they're all following me. Horrid pests. You wretched little bugs, if you find this, run back to that crooked nose fire witch. Tell her to keep her filthy hands away. The next of you sneaky thieves I catch will make a fine feast for my brood. Oh yes, they will feast on your bones, little Thrall, until you scream and scream, writhing in their embrace. Oh, how they will relish every bite. Thrall's orders. You three worthless worms, get to the swamp and drain that cursed tree's sap. Get caught and I'll peel the flesh from your bones myself. We've got a party to throw and I need every drop, but let me make this crystal clear. Steal one bit for yourselves and you'll wish the spider swallowed you whole. Now get moving, you spineless insects. Oh wow, look at this. Giant lily pads. We can climb on them. Yes, we can. Foul wood. So much more preferable to snipe them from a distance. I'm running out of dragon bow and arrows actually, I've gone through them quick. I'm sure I had like 200. Use these fire ones, I don't think spiders like the fire very much. That'd be useful. Foulwood ruins. Getting a lot of kill cams. Those sounds are a bit freaky then, so if you could make them out. Oh my word. Size of that spider egg. Didn't realize they got that big. Must have been some spider that laid all them.
First, brother!
Oh, I remember this. This is this was from the stills that we saw. You see that the giant frostbite spider there? Looks like it's entombed in the wall. I really hope that thing's not going to come alive, because that is enormous. Oh, look at all like the dead spiders upturned in the ground. Oh, that is minging. Webbed journal. At last, yes, it is done. So long have I waited, so long have I watched, creeping. But now I have done what none before could, not even that foolish Amiel. He thought himself clever, yes, master of all things wild. But the broodlings, oh, the broodlings never bent to his will, no, no. They belonged only to her, the brood mother, their queen, and now she is mine. I feel her blood, her thick, dark essence, it flows, it pulses. She rules the tunnels, her brood obeyed none but her. The great spiders, their webbed kingdom below the marsh, untouched by man or mer, by right or blight, they spun and spun, silent watchers beneath the earth. I have waited, oh yes, waited longer than even they could imagine, but no more waiting, no more creeping in the shadows. The others said it could not be done, too strong, too ancient, too deeply woven to the isle, but the gloom of the deep knows things, secret things, ancient things. I learned the dark magic, yes, yes, from the old texts. I found the way to unmake her, to turn her strength against her. It was slow, oh so slow, yes, but my patience was greater than hers. Ah, the sap, that horrid sacred sap. That which nourished the marsh and kept the isle alive. It is sweet and foul, in need of something tainted. The brood mother will fill it with rot, and the spiders will drink. Oh, they will drink, and then they will obey me, their new mistress. They will come for me, yes I know. They will try to stop me, but they cannot. No, no. For the gloom controls the brood now, controls the isle. My sister thinks my precious sap is best used on disgusting mortals. She can try all she wants, but the true power lies here, beneath the isle, in my domain. Ugh. Stinkhorn. I guess that's why they call them stinkhorns. Just considering where they grow. Don't know what happened there. Did I pick up some sort of effect? Gloom venom, yeah. Okay. Don't go in the green goo. Right, let's get in there. Oh, was that it? Did we kill her? That was quick. Oh yeah, it was. I didn't realise she that was the actual hag. Conjure gloom spider. Gloom spider venom, a blood freezing poison that does 25 points of damage to health and stamina for 4 seconds. Wow. That's a lot more powerful than the standard spider venom. Maybe I should have dragged that fight out a little bit longer. Yeah, I'm not so sure on this. My sweet sister. My dearest sister, you have done so well, my darling. Even I thought it impossible to wrestle control of the depths. What a wonder you have been to our cause. Our sister doesn't understand the power that dwells beneath the earth, but you do, and that makes you a power beyond any mortal comprehension. Soon we will leave this coil together as 3, and all your work will be rewarded beside the mother, Anise. Blood of an Argonian. What happens if we stand on this? Oh, we get sent outside. That's handy. Right, well now we've got the... We never found a use for Olrag's skull, didn't we? Actually. But now we've got the 2 masks, we can go back to the Grove Keeper. I wonder if fast travelling works. Yes, it does.
Yes?
Oh, actually, let's ask him about the Lost Souls, because we picked up that miscellaneous quest, didn't we? What do you know of the Lost Souls?
I journey with my father on
Poor
hunting
things,
expeditions in
tricked here
Tomorrowland.
by the hags
The cliff
that
racers
once
made for
promised
excellent
ailment
sport.
to their woes. You have seen them, heard their stories, so I ask, what do you make of their fate?
What's happened to them is horrible. I have little care for people dumb enough to entrust a hag. Oh, harsh. Harsh words.
Quite so. A fate dictated by hags. There's no fate worth living. Perhaps by your hand, you may yet end their suffering and slay the parasites that curse them.
There we go, lay the lost souls to rest. North 6. I have slain the crones and of both of their masks.
A most joyous occasion! Ha! Yet, we cannot yet celebrate while Anise the Wicked still remains among the living. Hand them here. I shall forge with them your only chance at breaking the Hag's ascension.
Take the mask. Oh, look at this. Mask of the Keeper.
You may enter the inner garden. Go now at once and put an end to this hag's most monstrous plans.
Equip the mask and enter the inner garden. Increases magic resistance by 22%. Haha, look at that. What do you reckon, Mjol? Crone's Rest. I'm gonna get attacked any minute now again, aren't I? It's nice that Mjol's actually appeared. Don't know what happened there. Some sort of follower bug maybe where she got stuck or just didn't move. Couldn't get through. I could have done with your help, Mjol. Pretty much used all my arrows. All my good ones anyway. Ah, well that's not good. How do we get across? It does look like there's a ridge across this entire land. Let's go down, see if we can find a way round. Oh, there's a bridge here. Maybe we could use this. Can't fast travel when enemies are nearby. There's no enemies nearby. Oh, there is. Something must be directly above me. Guessing we can't climb up this rock face. Maybe we can. Oh, good old Skyrim and its ability to climb almost vertical walls. I don't know if I was supposed to do that, but I think we've got across. Oh, another magical barrier. I don't like how eerily quiet it's got. Oh, it's just a fox. I've seen things then. Right, so we can't get in, it looks like, above ground. So maybe we've got to go through this passage we can see on the map. Putrid garden discovered. Oh no, it started raining. This is not going to do visibility any good. What time is it? 8:48 PM. If we kill everything, maybe we can wait till the morning. It's a little bit better, even if only marginally.
You should have seen me fight on my adventure in the
Oh, Mjol's turned up as well.
and took too many risks.
Double win.
But that's what it was all about.
Mjol and her dull stories. Right, me all get in there, get involved. You can do some of the heavy lifting for once. She's getting her ass kicked. Taking too long, Meow. Where do you come from? There's so many of you. Crone's Rest discovered. That's weird.
You rotten little beast! You think you can just barge in here uninvited?
I do actually.
Marrow from your bones with your own teeth!
Well, Meow hasn't followed me in here. There's something weird going on with having a follower. I don't know if it's just Meow or it'll be all followers, but yeah, she's barely been present. Anise's Journal number 1, Arrival. Much time has passed since I first arrived in the Blighted Marsh. Souls linger here, festering and ripe for the plucking. The druids that once called this isle their sanctuary will make perfect fodder for my ascension. Their stubborn spirits will fuel my power, and once my curse takes root, this desolate isle will become a perfect home for my coven. The decay will spread, and this wretched land will rot under my control. My sisters will arrive soon. Together the ritual begins. But first there is an obstacle, a thorn I must remove, the Keeper. His influence seeps into the very soil beneath my feet. His power blocks my magic from fully corrupting the isle. I can smell his reeking essence everywhere. His presence is a blight on my ascension, and I will snip him from this land before my curse can take hold. His bones will wither, his spirit will feed the marsh, and only then will the true ritual begin.
Those hags were my sisters! My coven! But it matters little. When my ascension is complete, I will seek new sisters. And suffer agonies most unimaginable by their hands.
Should have seen that coming. Oh gosh. Meow, is that you? How the hell did you get in there?
When I was young, I journeyed with my father on hunting
Oh, shut up, Meow.
expeditions in Tomorrowland.
No one cares.
Racers made for excellent sport.
Thrall observations. My vile sister has ensnared another batch of thralls for my bidding. Their bellies are plump with the spider sap and their minds are at rest, for they have foregone the transmutation. They soak now in the brine beside me until their bodies begin to rot, a stench most sweet. It is a despicable thing to watch their flesh mould and ferment. How delicious. That's slightly unnerving. Anise's lab journal. My discovery since usurping these foul lands has the mother quivering in villainous glee. Today I mark my most horrid achievement. Many winters have I toiled and trifled with perfecting my children, my spawn. Marvels of the Mirelands they have become. Thanks to my efforts, but it is not enough. My sister has ensnared thralls of exquisite stature. 2 blustering brutes from the frigid lands. I must admit, her lust has been lavish of late, and the abominations I can create with such a beast would be a splendour of my greatest creations. One was sent here for my needs, the other to the mine to acquire more materials for the spawn, and today the creature has undergone its fermentation and became something of utmost disgust, perfection. If a creature with such frosty can be birthed from a being on the mortal plane, my mind only ponders what potential lies in beasts beyond the humdrum of Tamriel. Perhaps Molag, Merunes, Mora, they may have what I seek. Mora. Discarded Thrall. Regret. They said we were chosen to ascend, to be one with the Hags. My other brothers and sisters' minds were mush when they called upon us to travel to the house in the garden. I was always disgusted by the sap they shoveled down our throats, and now I understand. It won't be long until they realise that I have not been drinking like the others, that my mind is still sound. I fear for what will happen to me. I want to go home. We fell a long way. Right, how do we get out of here now? Picked up an alembic actually, didn't I? I don't think I need that. Don't know what that did. It appeared to do anything. She's still talking. Oh, maybe it's something to do with this. And whether we need to light it a light like last time. They're the only ones I've got. Must be something to do with this symbol. Ah, here we go. I wonder if we go pull that lever now. Oh yeah, that's done something. Oh my word. Oh, it smashed the portal. The Bog Father. Right, Miel. Ready your axe. We're about to get attacked. There it is. Giant's toe. Guess we know what what this thing was before they corrupted it with what this sap is. Right, he smashed this portal to bits.
My father wanted me to follow in his footsteps as a hunter, but I set my aspirations a bit higher. He never complained. I miss him.
There's another one here. Rotting chest. Dragonplate Shield of Shock Suppression, wow. And Darling of Mine. You big glorious lump of muck. I know the sound of my portal opening drives you to madness, but it won't be long now. Mummy is ever so close to leaving this festering bog for good, and when I do, you can do whatever you please with the house. Be a good boy and keep the lamp filthy while I'm gone, and maybe I'll bring you a real treat when I return. Something that screams, with all my rotten love, Mummy. Well, that's a bit weird. We're back in the house. Oh, we got another journal here. Journal number 2. Everything is in motion. My sisters have settled well into our new home, and they have already begun their tasks. Stray pups from across Tamriel have fallen into their traps, lured by promises whispered in their dreams. Those foolish mortals will never know what awaits them until their souls are in our grasp. Their essence will strengthen the ritual. Meanwhile, I've taken a new husk in Skyrim. A temporary disguise, but a necessary one. It's allowed me to move freely, study these fragile creatures, and further unravel the mysteries of soul binding. When my glamour fades and this body awakens again, all will be in place. The ascension will finally be within my grasp.
You toil and hustle to reach me. And for what? To have your skin torn from your meat. Your eyeballs boiled to broth. Your soul devoured by maggots.
Oh, it's Meowl. Don't creep up on me, Meowl. I'll cut you down.
Fine, little cricket. Have it your way.
Song of the Hag Mother, 300 value. Must be another new book. I'll have to read that. Use basin for what? I can't use that while in combat. Leave or close eyes and submerge. Oh, I don't want to do either of those things. That sounds ominous. Close eyes and submerge. Should we save our game and try it? See what happens. me all, don't ruin this with your stories.
Slay them, slay them. And beneath becomes
Our sisters lie sworn to indulge my essence. Bind their souls to me. This form I relent.
They tortured me, you know. Every day. Until my power became weak and faded away, faded away.
I don't know what all that was about. That was intense. I don't know if that was... You were supposed to do that whole thing in the dark there, or whether an image was supposed to appear, but...
So finally dragged your sweaty arse up to my home. I killed you the second you stepped foot in my hut. Stench with you. And now you're going to feel the true consequences of defying my graciousness. Rats!
She's susceptible to paralyze as well. So it's such an OP skill that. Oh, it's gone off again. Maybe I should have done this without that, because I'm going to end up killing her like super easy. Look at me all still shooting her.
Never be rid of me!
Oh, we've done it. We've killed her. Nice of you to turn up at the 11th hour,
I
Miel.
love the cold air. It's exhilarating. Perhaps it's because of my Nord blood, but there's something about it that makes me feel alive.
Miel, you're ruining these moments here with your dullness. Spell tome, Hagfire Storm. Hagfire Lightning Bolt does 40 points of shock damage to health and half to magicka. Then leaps to a new target and an additional 10 points of fire damage. Targets on fire take extra damage. Oh, we got a unique weapon as well, the Claw of Anise. Target takes 25 points of shock damage and half as much magicka. Wanted to see if there was like a boss chest or something around here, but I don't know if there is. Right, let's go through the portal anyway. Does it say this one will take you back to Skyrim? Yeah, we don't want to do that. I want to... Still a lot of locations on here I've not really gone around, but let's just go tell the Druid Keeper.
Is dead. I can feel its impact already. My magic is returning.
I've seen enough death to last 3 lifetimes.
What will happen now?
I'm tired of a good fight. What do you make of that?
Oh, Miol, seriously, I'm not bringing you on my next adventure. What will happen now?
I think, in time, this land will perhaps heal. But that is a distant dream. You have done a great service to the natural order of this isle. The Hags' influence will remain for a time, but eventually, even their magic will fade away. You have earned the highest honor I have the right to bestow. The inner garden is yours, for as long as you would use it. Without the Hag, I can restore it to a more presentable state. Again, thank you. You are most welcome here. I will remain the guardian of this land for centuries to come, but you may come and go as you please.
Visit your new home. Okay.
Good luck out there.
Yeah, there's a few quests we never actually did we? But they were more like the side ones. Let's go see our new home though, actually. Get rid of them. It's not come up as a place marker. Wonder if it's outside. Oh yeah, here we go. Where is it? Ah, Crone's Rest. completed. Visit your new home. Okay, so it's been, yeah, made it a little bit nicer. Well, a lot nicer.
When I was young, I journeyed with my father on hunting expeditions into Morrowind. The cliff racers made for excellent sport.
Meal's still going. It's quite nice. It's large, isn't it? Really large. That goes back outside. Does that one? Yeah. Oh wow. Look at all this. Huge garden. Is there a place you can fish on here, or...? If there is, maybe you just have to catch them with your hands the old way. Or is it just salmon? Have to drop something rare in here. What was that? That said then something of the mystic. Oh, it's a book. Fair enough.
My mother was a strong woman. She's the one who instructed me on my sword fighting techniques. Can you imagine?
Well, it's a large space, isn't it, you get? It really is. Yeah, I quite like that. I'll have to have a proper look around all the balconies, see if there's anywhere I've not explored, but yeah, I think I'm going to end this video here. Really great mod that, I actually enjoyed. That's one of the better ones I've done recently, for sure. Certainly up there with some of the best I've tried in the last year or so. I think it was it for 500 credits? So yeah, I actually think that's well worth it. The map, at first I thought the map was it was frustrating me a little bit, you know, like certain areas were blocked off. But once I kind of worked my way around it, it's actually been a lot better. And yeah, there's still a lot of areas I've not really explored, like Bloodgorge Den, Abandoned Halls, I don't think I've done. Olrag's Council, I didn't. I think there was another area around there as well. And then all this area up here I've not really been to either, so... yeah, there's still lots of stuff to do here. So yeah, for 500 credits, I think it's been well worth it. And yeah, I am quite glad I downloaded this. I think I picked a good one. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If it's inspired you to download this mod as well and give it a go, then great. I will probably see you playing Skyrim again very soon, because I want to try out the Thor mod as well. So yeah, look out for that on the channel. Probably after I've dived in and done a bit more of the Let's Play series on Fallout and The Witcher 3. So yeah, I'm Mike the Gaming Dad, and I will see you next time.